Before I start this video, I want to clarify that this situation mostly happened through call, VR chat, where I obviously can't capture the moments and screen record everything we did together. But the most important screenshot will appear in this video later on of me confronting his weird flirtatious comments towards me as I started to get uncomfortable. Another note that some of these screenshots will be old, which has my old username and profile picture along with ZenLight's old user and profile picture that I took in the past of screenshots, and it will contain some of screenshots of ZenLight's now deleted Discord because I am going back at the old messages and filtering them since he deleted all his social media. Me and Zen met back then through VR chat on November of 2020. I was a junior in high school who just recently turned 17, and he was a college student about to graduate, and he was 22 years old. At that time, he knew my age. Me being curious, a 17-year-old, I was swooned by sweet voice and sweet personality through the Black Hat game. He was singing by himself on the second floor. And me, obviously, I went upstairs to see who it was. And after that, we added each other on Discord, and from there we became close friends and talked. So Zen in the past had a smaller community, which he was only a Twitch streamer and not a VTuber at the time. So he'd go on VR chat and stream on Twitch of him singing live, and people would gather around him. And so myself, I was there to support him. Here's a video clip of proof when I was there, and he had this like avatar with like a black hat on and like red eyes. And if some of y'all joined him in the back, like, I'm sorry, not in the back, like joined him back, then you would see his avatar, that looks like that. And here is a clip.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone.
As you saw in the clip, that is ZenLight, and he was singing. I will bring up the same clip later on in the video, but me and Zen would play VR show by ourselves sometimes, and we spent hours calling on Discord too. I'm not really gonna go in super detail like how we met, like little details. I'm gonna go like the main points. I feel like it's important in this video. Okay, now that I got the basics out of the way, which is like, about the VR chat and how we met and stuff, the basics of like, of where Zen came from basically before VTubing. So forward on, we told each other's ethnicities at one point, which I told him I was Mexican, and he told me he liked Mexican girls. I was like, okay, that's his type. I was like, okay.
I don't know how to explain, but we kind of like, interested in our ethnicities that we're interested. I was like, he went off the bat first, and we both exchanged photos, and then he first told me that if I was his preference, they basically told him, like, do you like me for who I am? Like, do you like, I was like, why would you ask a 17-year-old that? Like, it's just kind of weird. Like, why would you ask that?
He wasn't bad looking. No. And from now there, he would always beg me to FaceTime and show my face. And, I always did, even when I didn't want to, because he would always right off the bat compliment me and say that I'm beautiful, gorgeous. And he would beg me to even show my face. He would beg me like, Myrna, show your face. Please let me see your beautiful face. Come on, don't be shy. And of course, me being that 17-year-old, I was like, sure, I'll show my face. Like, oh, this guy sings pretty good. He has a sweet personality, same religion. I was like, why not? Of course, it's stupid of me because I'm already swooned by this person. He's already taking advantage of me, and me not thinking anything of it. I just, did what he asked just to, keep him happy. I just felt special because I would tell him my insecurities, like down to my weight and everything back then, and he would like treated me so special. He made me feel special. He saw me seen. He treated me like more than a friend, basically. Like, I don't know. He was just there like that. Like, out of all people I've met, I think he was the one who like treated me special. And being 17-year-old me, I was a loner, you know. I never had a boyfriend. I never received this love and attention from a man. And you know, who doesn't? I mean, Zen sings. He has a sweet personality. Everybody knows him for that. Well, not now because of like what happened, but what other people saw him before. You know, he had that voice, you know, that swooning voice. He literally sang me a song for Christmas afterwards, after the confrontation. It was like a romantic song. Like, we were both Catholic. I was like, okay, he's a perfect guy. I really thought like I was gonna be friends and then, you know, something else because like this guy's perfect. Like, he's like a Disney prince. Like, oh, the sweet personality, his sweet singing voice. He sang songs for me and stuff. Like, you know, he was there for me. He said I looked pretty and beautiful, etc., etc. More things that I don't really remember much, but there was a lot more in call. So he's basically what any girl would like. Like, me personally, I was like, okay, shit. Definition of perfect. That's what I thought back then. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. And that's how easily, you know, that's how grooming happens. You get taken advantage, you know. That's all they are. They take advantage of you. And there was someone twice my age too. More than that. We were like 22, you know. Like, he saw me being special. He made me feel special despite him knowing my age. Like, he was being way too flirtatious and weird towards me as a minor. He should know better. He's a whole ass adult and he was about to graduate already. I am going to bring my best friend into this, but I'm going to keep her name anonymous. So I'm going to call her Serena. So I introduced Serena to Zen because I basically rambled to Serena about Zen. The three of us played Among Us. So we would call all three of us, you know, introduce Zen to my best friend. And here's like a screenshot of us playing. This is Zen and his like old profile. And this used to be named Zen. And this was us. So of course, here's, you know, me telling my best friend like about Zen, you know, like, oh, let's go hear him sing. So we're talking about the same Zen here. And ignore the word she says there. She's gonna say a lot of words like that, you know. That's how she talks. Okay.
I walk this empty street.
So this is me texting my friend Serena. So this was before the confrontation, but in this message, you can see me texting her that, you know, I said, girl, he said I look cute, this and that. And this screenshot is important. So on December 1st of 2020, I told Serena how I started to get uncomfortable and didn't want to ruin the relationship because I needed him. And I told her that I was 17 for him to be calling me that stuff. And even Serena said that it was weird for me to talk to a guy like him, and even weird for him to call me cute back. Weirder, she said. Here's me confronting him about his weird behavior towards me as I start to get uncomfortable, and my friend warned me about him. And the thing about Zen, that he gaslighted the fuck out of me in the senses, and I feel so dumb that I sugarcoated the situation back then just to not hurt his feelings, just to not hurt his reputation, because I truly genuinely care about me. Like, he treated me special, like he cared about me. And that was so stupid. I was that manipulated that I literally brushed it like it wasn't a big deal. Like it wasn't a big deal, a freaking grown adult grooming a minor. And the thing is that he's saying that he wasn't trying to pursue anything and there was just opinions. That's just an excuse. Why would you voice opinions like that? That's just literally flirting. Okay, that's just flirting with a minor. Okay. Second of all, if we weren't pursuing anything, that's a load of bullshit, because why did you ask that I was your preference, that I was beautiful? And you literally said if you were my preference, if I found him attractive, like, why would you say that to a minor? You know, there were so many stuff he said that I can't even like remember or bring into this video, but that's proof that shows you that that's what Zen literally said. And he just said, okay, sorry about that. And he, not only that, he said he'll tone it down. What do you mean you'll tone it down? You literally don't admit you grew me. Like, you're just gonna tone it down. You can admit to completely stop. Like, that's just pretty weird that you'll tone something down. Like, why would you tone your grooming behavior towards a minor when I was a minor? That's just such a stupid excuse. And he brushed it off like nothing. And not only that, guys, I still was friends with him, okay? We were gonna go out together when I turned 18. We were gonna go get ice cream together. That is such an alarming red flag. Like, oh, I'm 18. I'm gonna go visit him in LA. And we were gonna go out to eat ice cream and stuff. Like, that was already, it was just the same thing because as previously he mentioned that he'll tone it down, but he never completely stopped. He still kept treating me romantically. Eventually, I had to cut him off because I realized what he did was wrong. But guys, I literally cried for days and kept thinking about him as months passed. I would bring him up to my friends and they would get angry at me because I would tell them that I missed him of all the things he did for me. And there's proof when you're groomed, basically they take advantage of you and they make you feel special. And especially being underage too. It really sucks that, you know, that it happened to other people, that he's been shit to other people just because of his sweet voice, just because he sings, you know. You really never know what a person is like behind closed doors. And like I said, like, this man was too grown. He know what he was doing. There's no excuse for this. And like, all of this happened quickly. Like, I think our friendship kind of went off and on until I had to cut him off eventually later on. Like, I just didn't have it. So that is the most important like points in the video to keep it short. You know, I don't want to go in depth into like other stuff, like unimportant things basically. But that's my story about ZenLight. And Zen, if you're watching this, Brendan, I'm very disappointed in you that I literally kept myself silent just because I didn't want to hurt your reputation, just so you can move on and we can move on both. But it looks like you didn't change. You didn't do anything better. You're just the same you. And I think you're a grown adult to know better what to, you know, what you do and who you take advantage of. So yeah, that's it. From now on forward, I really don't want to bring this situation up anymore. I like to leave it in the past, but sometimes it's good to call out people. And I feel a bit relieved now that I am not like scared to not say anything because I didn't want people coming after me, calling me a liar, this and that. Because when you have a community and there's like, you know, your fangirls, I know there's fangirls. If I fangirled over him, my friend Serena did, and my other friends, of course, who wouldn't else? And that's the thing. They're going to obviously believe, I'm not saying all of them, but some will believe, you know, Zen, that, oh, he couldn't do such a thing. But that's why in this video, I bring up like a lot of like proof between my friend when I mention him a lot, like the video of his VR chat, avatar, etc., etc. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And for those who are Zen's victims, I am so sorry this happened to you. And I am sorry to anyone who had to experience these things coming, you know, from someone that's bigger than you. And you know that feeling you get kept silent because a lot of people wouldn't believe you. And, you know, that's the worst part about grooming and manipulation is sometimes you're too scared to speak up. Some have a boss to speak up. I didn't at that time, you know, because I felt bad. I've literally felt bad for how his reaction was when I should be the one feeling bad. And like I said, y'all, keep it going in life and please be careful. Don't let someone take advantage of you knowing the age difference. Just because they do this to you, they treat you special. Don't let them take advantage of you, okay? You know better. And, there's people around you that will always love you, that will be there for you, that will believe you. And yeah, just be careful on the internet who you meet. And just because someone is sweet outside and everybody loves that person doesn't mean, that they're that person. In reality, they're a monster inside. So I am so sorry to those who knew Zen and had to deal with stuff like this. I am very sorry that happened. And I hope you are doing way much better now. And I'm glad that some of you all are coming forward to the type of person he is, because I thought I was only one that, that he did this stuff to me. And I was kind of scared that nobody would trust me because everybody liked Zen, like his friends, everybody, his community, I was like, I was gonna, I was literally scared to be attacked and just be called a liar, And it turns out that if he deleted his social media and people are saying what they said, it's true because, it happened to me. So of course I would believe it.